3 months later, the Kahanists held another celebration. On a hill near Tapua in the West Bank, a synagogue was being dedicated to the memory of Meir Kahane. Here, his teachings could be passed on to a new generation. Thousands traveled to the hill for the ceremonial introduction of the Torah to the new synagogue. It was not only a reunion of generations of Kahanists from various groups, but also a challenge to the government which is trying to disband them.
Our message to the Prime Minister. Our message to the Prime Minister. We have built here a 200-square-yard building. We thought it's the biggest in Kfar Tapua, but there isn't enough room here to hold everyone. So if the Prime Minister's wise guys come and tear it down, they should know that the day after tomorrow, we'll build a new synagogue of 400 square yards. We are now fighting the real struggle against the Hellenists of our time. They are not opposed to Kahanism. They are not opposed to Rabbi Meir Kahane. They are opposed to the Torah of Israel. This is the true struggle, and they will never win.
Only 2 weeks after the celebrations, the Israeli army moved in to remove the unauthorized building.
מבטיחי טרור של היטלר, ממש ככה. זה מה שאתם יודעים לעשות, להרוס בית כנסת, כמו היטלר.
A month later, the Kahanists began rebuilding. Once again, the security service arrested Noam Federman. He was put under an extended administrative arrest. Shabak was hoping that he would eventually talk.
You can break us financially. That's what they're doing. We, the right wing that is associated with us, is financially bankrupt. You can put us in jail. You can kill us. But you can't break our spirit. Noam Federman, even under administrative arrest, is no less Noam Federman. He's Noam Federman squared. Squared. So this is what you want, this is what you'll get.
Federman, isolated in his cell, kept silent throughout the interrogation. Every Saturday night, his family and followers gathered outside the prison walls in a show of support. After a lengthy trial, the 3 men from Bat Ain who had planted the bomb near the girls' school were brought in for sentencing. All 3 were found guilty of attempted murder. Yarden Morag was sentenced to 12 years in prison. Ofer Gamliel and Shlomi Devere were sentenced to 15 years. Soon after, Yossi Ben Baruch was also brought into court. He was accused of being the head of the Bat Ain terror cell. He denied it. The charges against him were based on conflicting testimonies by his friends, and the evidence against him was circumstantial. He had been silent throughout his interrogations. After 600 days in prison, Ben Baruch had become a symbol of determination and commitment to his supporters. He was set free. The court acquitted him on grounds of reasonable doubt.
היו שלבים שהם אמרו לי, מה אתה מתפלל? התפילות לא עוברות את הבטון פה, את התקרה. אז הרגשתי ממש, אני נאבק מול אויבי השם גם.
אי אפשר שלא להעריך.
It's impossible not to respect the power of faith and personality that can survive these interrogations. The security service needs to understand what kind of people they're up against, how strong they are in their personality and faith. It's similar in some cases to fundamentalist Islamic terrorists. Ideologies like these provide immense strength.
Some of the suspects who kept silent and were tried were acquitted due to reasonable doubt. And I accept acquittal for reasonable doubt. We all understand the meaning of acquittal for reasonable doubt. Once something has happened, the question is not whether it can happen again, but how it will happen again. Usually the second time is worse.
For 9 months, Noam Fetterman had been held under administrative arrest. He would not cooperate with the authorities. In the summer of 2004, he was released from prison.
אני חייב קודם כל להודות ולהלל לקדוש ברוך הוא. זה מה שאני אעשה עכשיו. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם הטוב והמיטיב. אמן.
Fetterman, Ben Baruch, and a number of their comrades held out against the security services. They are now back among their supporters. In the spring of 2005, tensions are mounting. As Sharon's disengagement plan in Gaza draws near, the security forces are on high alert. They are worried that this small but determined group of extremists may derail movement toward peace with the Palestinians. They are dedicated to a country without Arabs and without democracy. They see themselves at war with secular Israeli society. They believe they are acting out God's will.